Alright, one more for the day.
Traveling cases.
Empty. All of them.
That's some flower.
There's something weird about it. It just feels out of place.
It looks wilted. Potted flower, a brightly colored flower with an unusual shape. Looks very healthy and well looked after, so never mind on that. Soil in the pot looks fresh and moist. It's also an unusual blue color.
It's a birdhouse.
Are those real birds? Nope. They're wooden.
They're using up all the perches. What if a real bird wanted to use it?
Swap the position of the 7 birds. See, I don't like how it doesn't explain what the puzzle is supposed to be.
Nope.
There must be some logic to how the birds are arranged. Something to do with those white lines.
Okay, but what?
Nothing.
I think the birds are related to each other.
I
It's a
guess-
family. You'll need to start with blue and yellow at the top.
Why?
It's a family tree. The colors and eyes combine as they go down the family line. You'll need to start with blue and yellow at the top.
I don't... Okay, I think that's my first complaint. Is the puzzles don't really explain enough, they just throw you in a puzzle without giving really the rules, aside from swapping birds in this case.
I guess that's wrong.
It's a family tree. You'll need to start with blue and yellow.
I guess that's
It's a family. You'll need to start with blue.
I don't...
I got it.
Okay, it was entirely color-oriented. I'm stupid.
I'm impressed. Did the door open?
The thing is, I
What's in
don't
there?
like that I have to keep asking Sally for hints. Now I'll get her. Uh-oh. Crumbled paper. A ripped piece of paper, crumbling into a ball. Red flower petals were found inside. A message angrily scrawled onto the paper. Now I'll get her.
A little tea set. Most recently used.
One of the cups has tea in it.
What's in the other one?
Birdseed.
That bed. It's like something from a fairy tale.
Does it feel warm over here? Or is it just me?
No, you're right. Maybe the bed has some kind of heater.
It's not coming from the bed. It's coming from the wall.
That bed. It's like...
Does it feel
no,
it's
you're-
not coming from the bed?
That bed.
Does it feel
No,
it's
you're-
not coming from the bed?
That bed.
Does it feel
No.
it's not coming from the bed?
Traveling cases.
Empty. All of them.
That's a big window. Ever get the feeling you're being watched?
The mannequins don't have eyes, though.
That's not a comforting sentence. Ever get the feeling
mannequins-
that's not... This is the fanciest room so far.
Too fancy.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
This is the...
Too.
what
I don't
does-
know.
That might be the most pointless staircase I've ever seen.
So I can't even investigate the wall? That's kind of weird. I want to ask Poppy about her sibling.
Eavesdrop what the stars are saying. Earthly tether, slowly fraying, floating helpless from the worst of jealous hunger, selfish thirst. Take a moment, kneel and meet the flowers growing at your feet.
Forgot she does it in poetry.
Feathers flashing in the light from a sunbeam gleaming bright. I shield my eyes and turn my head, but all at once I've been misled. Light is shining on the stage, but through the railings of a cage. You get some weird insects around here, but I've never seen one like that.
I'm not sure anyone has.
Freya might have. She used to keep beetles in a box in her room.
Why?
For fun, obviously. I think it's kinda cruel to keep 3 birds in one cage like that.
That's how I
Does
felt.
Penny not let them out to fly?
Oh, she does. She must do. But I don't think they're allowed to go far. Penny can be a little protective. Never seen that one before. Was it in the greenhouse?
No, we found it in Penny's room.
Right. Those petals.
What about them?
It's nothing. They're just unusual.
Next one I want to access. I want to go back to talk to Hacksaw quick. Oh my god. Hawkshaw. I don't want to call her Hackshaw.
Professor Pointer's a respectable astronomer. Keeps himself to himself. What?
We're just surprised.
That was the most polite you've been about anyone.
Tuh.
I find her rather embarrassing. Little more than a spoiled child.
Penny must be at least 25.
27. Just makes it worse.
It's got a point on that one. Yeah, Hawkshaw, you kind of gave away that Pointer hired you even further.
Is that a clue?
Dunno. It was important enough to be framed, though.
I framed my law degree, doesn't make it a clue.
Same? Yeah?
Who's that?
Not sure. It doesn't really look like anyone we've met so far.
Strange. Where did you find this?
Do you have any theories about where this might have been?
Or who might have had it.
I have several theories, but they are my theories, and I'm not going to share them. 3 birds, 1 cage. What makes them worth keeping cooped up, I wonder? Would they not be happier flying free?
But then they might fly away from Tangle Tower entirely.
I wonder if they would.
They probably would.
And you consider that important evidence, do you? These people really are ridiculous, aren't they?
I still have time. So let's...
Now this is interesting. Where did you find it?
In the astronomy tower.
And yet, it does not concern the field of astronomy.
Nope.
In fact, you could even say that entomology is the exact opposite of astronomy.
Yeah.
Because you look down, not
you
up.
could.
I would not say that, however.
Oh.
Oh.
You wouldn't?
No, it would be quite naive. To study science in any field is to study the connections between all matter in the universe, living or inanimate. I am scared of birds.
Why?
It is an irrational fear. I have no suitable explanation.
Oh.
She admits it's irrational,
It
which
is a
is
flower.
odd.
It reminds me of something, but I cannot say what. Who is this her to whom the message refers?
Well, I don't know exactly.
Then how can I meaningfully evaluate this object? Next! Name, Percival Pointer. Age, 57. Profession, none.
I'm pretty sure he's an astronomer.
Oh yes, of course. How uncharacteristically forgetful of me.
She knows.
Name, Penelope Pointer. Age, 27. Profession, ornithologist. Likes, birds. Dislikes, insects. Notes. Penelope is very beautiful. I have never had very much in common with her.
That's interesting to know. Envious, are we? We'll talk to Felix again. I don't trust Felix.
My daughter Fiona, our little burgeoning genius. You've met her?
We did. She's going by Fifi these days.
So I've heard. I asked her some weeks ago, what's wrong with your real name? She told me, get this, she wanted a name with an even number of syllables. She makes up the strangest things when she's under pressure.
What makes you think she made that up?
I happen to know the real reason she prefers Fifi over Fiona.
Oh, yeah?
It's what Freya called her.
That's kind of sweet.
Quite the character, eh? A fellow member of the Order of the Crimson Cloak.
Is that a real thing?
No, I just meant to, because we both wear, you know, red capes of a sort.
Has she questioned you yet?
If you call that questioning, she seemed bored by everything I had to say. I heard on the grapevine, supposedly Hawkshaw is searching for some rare item.
Yeah, that confirms that even
called
further.
The Golden Beetle. Honestly, it's probably a bunch of sensationalist rubbish.
You reckon?
Quite sure. There is no treasure called the Golden Beetle.
How do you know?
Because I would have heard of it.
I'm gonna ask him about the beetle next,
Percival
but
Pointer. Yes. Good old... So, what do you reckon? Is he the murderer?
I don't know, maybe. We still need...
That is not information we're willing to share at this time.
I'm just saying, keep an eye on him. Holds on to a lot of bitterness, does old Pointer.
feels like
Just
both of
because
you
he's
do.
always struggled to support his family. Slightly pathetic, really.
And how long have you known him?
Over 35 years.
Childhood friends? Rivals?
Don't know if I'd do him the honor of considering him my rival. Penelope seems to have really settled into a groove. She struggled a bit when she was younger, always a little estranged.
How come?
Well, she was mostly raised by her uncle, and he really only makes time for his own daughter. Now, of course, she's bringing the two families together through her marriage. It's a nice gesture, heartfelt, but futile.
Wow.
Poppy's a good friend to my
Really bitter
daughter. Always has been. I think they get on well because they're so different.
Different like how?
Poppy is, she's quite introspective, good with feelings. Fiona, not so much. Still, Poppy always seems to be sulking about something.
The heavy, heavy price of emotional intelligence.
That's one of Freya's paintings, is it not? It's impressive, but a little miserable for my tastes. Freya was quite the talent. She had a way of capturing the spirits of her subjects. Not in an evil way, in a good way. My daughter Fiona and her best friend, they grow up so fast.
Do you know why it's ripped like that?
Ah, yes. I didn't even notice. No idea. Where did you find that?
It was in the library.
Really? How odd. Why would someone lock up a book like that?
We think it's a secret diary.
Aha! Teenagers are funny, aren't they? Now this is still in very good condition. Apart from the crack, of course.
What about those shards on the inside of the horn?
Looks like somebody broke a glass and was trying to conceal the evidence. Cunning. I've never been one for music. Why not ask Poppy instead? Oh dear.
Do you know who this is?
Not a clue.
Why was everyone trying to hide what Poppy used to look like?
What's this all about? Some kind of rare jewel?
I'm pretty sure the research is about a real insect.
If it's made of gold, then it's made of gold. Bizarre things, aren't they? Penelope seems rather attached to them.
Do you not feel sorry for them in that little cage?
Come now, I'm sure they could leave if they really wanted to. Bizarre,
Do
Penelope's...
you not feel sorry?
That looks like it might belong to Fitz. Goodness me!
Actually, wait. I want to hear something again.
It was dusk. A feeling lingered in the air. Malevolent, perhaps. Uncertain, as life itself.
Abridged version, please.
Right, fine. I heard someone heading down the stairs, just outside my room. The footsteps were calm, orderly, so I thought nothing of it. Shortly afterward, I heard a second set of footsteps, going the same way. This time I could tell just from the sound that something was wrong. So I looked out into the hallway. I got a glimpse of Poppy disappearing down the staircase to the floor below. Didn't know what to make of it, to be honest. I thought perhaps she'd had a disagreement with Fitz, as I know those two are close. So I looked into his room, just in case.
Oh, never mind.
It was empty, as was the garden beyond his window. Back in the hallway, I bumped into a very concerned-looking Penelope. She was heading up Fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer, so I escorted her. We went into Flora's room. Poor Freya, Fiona, Pop.
Yeah.
Soon
I just wanted to double check. So I was mistaken, so he didn't actually, whatchamacallit. I want to go up here first. I'm trying to avoid that because I still don't know what the relevance is. Yeah, oh, this does not look friendly.
It's a statue of a wolf, standing up straight, like a man.
A werewolf.
You know there's a name for that.
I know.
It's not quite as dusty as everything else up here. Also, it's not a statue.
What?
It's stuffed.
Oh, jeez, don't do that to me.
Just dusty junk.
Where's that light coming from?
Well, it's just daylight, I think. There's a decent gap between those floorboards.
Oh.
Is that what I think it is? Is that what I think it is? What is that?
Not sure. Some kind of reel?
Looks like it might attach to something.
Reel thingy. Brass reel with a screw on at the top. Coiled around the reel is a length of fine rope. I don't like where we are right now.
What's in that little box? I bet it's bones. A skull, at least.
What the
You know,
heck?
maybe I won't open it.
Yeah.
Just dusty junk.
At least the moths are kept well fed. Nothing catching my interest.
I'm sorry, is this spooky attic boring you?
Kinda.
Really? The one who was all excited about it being a spooky mansion.
Someone painted out the window.
Do you think it was done recently?
No idea. Either way, it's pretty suspicious.
Just dusty junk.
Nothing catching my interest.
I'm sorry, is this spooky?
Kinda. It's a jar. The head screws off.
Huh.
Was that really all that was here?
Where's that light coming from?
There's a decent gap between those. Is that what I think it is?
The attic's directly above us, right?
Yeah. The outline of Freya. There's a single patch of blood. No real signs.
That's weird.
What?
Her feet were right up by the canvas, so she was...
Let's check the case file again.
Yeah, I still don't understand this because it... Wait a minute. Is that the shadow or is that saying the door is under... No.
Flora, you were definitely in the room at the time of the murder. Surely you must have seen something? Can you tell me anything about what happened to Freya? She's acting pretty suspicious if you ask me.
I don't know. Maybe she really doesn't know anything.
How is that possible? There's something about the image of Flora in the painting. Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
So, this painting, specifically that knife in Flora's hand.
Yeah, it's creepy. But we didn't find a knife anywhere in the room. So what's going on?
It's not a knife.
It's not a knife. We need a clue to compare with the painting. Something to explain what that knife shape actually is.
What is it?
That's not it. That's not it.
Okay, well this is annoying because I don't know what it could be.
That's not it.
Okay, what does it look like without red paint on it? I mean, it just looks like a... I feel like we're not supposed to be doing this one yet. Eh, shoot it.
That's not it.
Yeah.
That's not it.
Yeah, just throwing stuff at the wall at this point.
That's not it.
Let's take a
Oh.
closer look at this.
Oh, I had that right. Didn't really think about it.
Flora's arm is actually just a bird, which doesn't exist. Nope. The painted knife. That's not right.
Oh. I'm stupid. I didn't even see that.
The painted knife is actually just a feather from an ink dip bird.
It's definitely the right shape, but the book's not in color. The thing Flora's holding in the painting is red and white, specifically. Is there anything to suggest that the ink dip bird is red and white too? That's not it.
I didn't know whether or not that was just an ink tip bird. Oh.
This little thing? I don't understand why Felix would make a model of this bird as part of a gift for Flora. And come to think of it, why would Flora be holding a feather in the painting anyway?
The ink-dip bird was Flora's pet, so she kept a single feather to remember it by.
She kept the bird as a pet. And it died?
Maybe it flew away.
Flora spends all her time staring out the window.
Either way, she kept the feather. I think it was pretty important to her.
Alright, so she was holding the feather while Freya was painting her. But where is it now? You'd think she'd keep it somewhere close by.
Yeah, I think she does. Normally. This is where Flora usually keeps her feather.
This is where Flora nor oh.
But we opened it. It's empty.
Mm-hmm. Completely empty. Flora? She's pointing at something in the corner of the room.
It's just a pile of books. They're not... Wait. There's something tucked inside this one.
Aww. You cared for it. Aww. Drawings of Flora and a small bird. There's a handwritten message on the back. These are for you. Love, Freya. Oh, look at her. Look at how happy she looks.
I like these drawings, Flora.
Is there a reason why you wanted us to see them? We met Felix, your husband. He's one of our suspects, and he seems pretty suspicious if you ask me. So, if you want to stick up for him, now's your chance.
Nice try.
I kind of want to just to see them fail to
You
talk
spoke
to
to
her.
your daughter Fifi. She's some kind of super intelligent scientist. You must be proud of her. We spoke to Hawkshaw. I assume she didn't get anything out of you either. I bet that really ticked her off.
You know the guy in the other tower? Weird astronomy professor guy?
Can you see him from your window? Can he see you?
What do you know about Penny?
I can't really imagine those two being friends, to be honest.
You never know.
I actually agree with Sally on that one.
Do you and Poppy get along?
Nothing. Shocker. Grimore, what could you possibly be writing down?
Oh no, I gave up making notes ages ago. Now I'm just doodling in the margins.
Alright, I'm not gonna bother with the items.
That's rather strange now, isn't it?
We found it in your room.
Just lying around, was it?
Nope, you'd hidden it, but we found it.
We do that.
Who's the her in the message? And what's the deal with the petals?
It's really none of your business.
It actually kind of is, but okay.
Yes, it's my... my flower.
You don't like it?
I'm no good at caring for plants. I forget to water them. Birds are much easier. They're a lot more vocal when they get thirsty.
Do you at least like the look of the flower?
The look?
The colors? The shape of it?
Between you and me, I think it's a little vulgar. Is that for sewing?
I don't know what it is. I thought at first it was for a fishing rod, but this looks weird.
It's that bird. But these must have been drawn at least a year ago. So, how sad.
You spy on her a lot, so do you know?
Ah, Penelope, our resident ornithologist.
Penny's your niece, is that right?
At this moment in time,
What does that mean?
till she marries the gardener.
Really?
She'll still be your niece.
But she'll depart from the world of the Pointers and join the Fellows. Like rats deserting a sinking ship.
God, I don't like you. Really do not like you. I feel like you're a red herring, but I really don't like you. I would love it if you were the murderer.
That's rather a small cage for 3 birds, isn't it? But then, aren't we all trapped in a cage? What kind of flower is that?
We're not sure. I think it might be the only one of its kind.
Primrose would know. My wife was a floriculturalist. Best in the field. That's a flower joke, but she was.
Interesting.
Well now, that is most definitely none of my business. Quite possibly none of yours either. What's this? Is it a clue?
We don't actually know. But Grimoire picked it up, so now he has to pretend it is.
That's how it works.
Yes, very nice. Where is that bird of Flora's? It's been a while since I've seen it.
Oh. Not what I was expecting. Alright, 2 more people, and then I'm gonna call it an episode. Or 3 more people.
Is this yours, Fifi?
I do not recognize it. And besides, I would have no use for such a thing. Perhaps it could be used to hang wet laundry?
Was that a joke?
Yes. Freya drew these,
Yeah, I think so. There's a note on the back.
but she never showed them to me.
Well, I think it was a gift for your mother. Like a private thing between Freya and Flora.
She seems heartbroken almost from that. Or at least weirded out. Also, I forgot about Poppy, so I'll have to talk to her about it too.
What is it?
We don't know. We were really hoping you would.
My friends, shed your hope and let it fall free like sandbags from a hot air balloon.
That's the most depressing idiom I've ever heard.
These drawings are quite precious. I'm surprised Flora let you see them.
What happened to the bird? Did it die?
I don't know. Seems likely, though, doesn't it?
Something happened to it. Alright, 2 more people. I forgot about Poppy.
Where did you find this?
It was in the attic.
Oh, huh. I forgot we even had an attic. How sweet.
But, okay, you were pointless.
What is that?
I'm not sure. It looks like it attaches to something else.
Why don't you go back and double check the area you found it? Maybe you'll find the rest of the something else.
I'm not so sure about that.
Does Flora still own that bird? Do you know?
Don't think so. The drawings are from a few years ago.
I see.
So, I wonder if Flora lost her bird because it ate the golden beetle, and that's golden beetle. Or the bird was then far away, and then that's why Pointer hired Hawkshaw. But I think I'm going to leave it there. I have to get going actually soon for my own stuff. But I will see you all next time when, well, I don't even know where I want to head next. I could go and see if Flora will actually answer any question or respond at all to any of the items. But I honestly think we should really get around to visiting Fitz, I want to say his name was. But till then, everybody, till then, see you next time.